It's playoff time, and it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40-plus states, including California and Texas. Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GOAL and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GOAL on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
He's in Farrell Ball.
And good morning. I am Royal Ross, and we are at Jana's Marketplace for the Faribault Coaches Show. Kind of rebranded this year to Faribault Youth Activities under the guidance of Gordy Cosbelt. Gordy is not with us today. He is traveling to call a game, and would have been a little too tight for him to get up there and still meet his tip-off. So I did bring in Mike Jarvis today, one of my buddies. He sports enthusiast around here. So how you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing good. Good morning, Faribault.
Yeah, we're down here at Jana's Marketplace. If you haven't come down here lately or haven't been in at all, come check it out. She's got some wonderful actual meals that you can take home or to the office, pop in the microwave, heat them up. Roast beef dinners, turkey dinners, tater tot hot dish. I mean, you name it. She's got a lot of different things down here. One thing she's got going for the holiday season is the Christmas cookies and Christmas treats. So if you need something like that, come down and see Jana. And then also get some gift cards and give them out for people, and they can pick out their own meals and everything. So, Mike, we got a busy weekend here, don't we?
Yes, we have a very busy weekend.
Yeah, we got a little Toys for Tots going on.
A lot of Toys for Tots going on this weekend. We have Toys for Tots Bowling Tournament today out at JMO's, formerly Bashers. And then tomorrow at the Eagles Club, there is a Toys for Tots Breakfast with Santa Claus.
And I believe that's all the pancakes you can eat, is
all
it
the
not?
Pancakes, all you can eat. Yeah.
All the
and
pancakes.
that's going from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And we've got a bunch of raffle prizes to give away. So we hope to see everybody there.
Yeah, so bowling Toys for Tots tournament today, and tomorrow is the all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast out at the Eagles. So, Mike, you talked to Matt Truman. I know he's kind of leading Toys for Tots this year. How many kids do they have sign up?
When I talked to Matt the other day, in Rice County, there were 935 kids that registered, which is a record, and 375 families that also registered. 930
some kids. That's fantastic, though, that we're able to help that many kids and that many families throughout our area. Also going on today downtown Faribault is Winterfest, so we got a few activities down there. Fireworks start at 5:30 or dusk, right around that time. And then after the fireworks, there is the Parade of Lights. It goes down Central Avenue. I think this is the biggest parade we have every year.
Yeah.
It seems like there are more people that come out to watch the winter parade and the Parade of Lights than there are during our summer parades. So it's all free. Come on down. And then one other thing that's tied to Winterfest that I really want to encourage you to check out is if you've never gone through the Alexander Faribault House, they are having an open house today from 2 to 5. And you can go through the home and check it out. Last time I went through it, they had guides, very, very knowledgeable guides that could tell you just about everything historically about the Alexander home and the Alexander family. So if you've never gone through that, anytime between 2 and 5 today, come down to the Faribault Alexander House, located right next to Co-op. So, all right, should we talk a little sports now?
I think we should.
All right, who wants to go first? All right, ladies, come on up. So, we have some young ladies here. I'll let them introduce themselves, and we can see how this goes.
I'm Anna Tobin. I'm a senior at BA.
I'm Brooklyn Becker. I'm also a
let me guess, basketball players.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So how many players you got? How's your numbers this year?
I'd say they're on the up this year. I mean, our middle school program's got 2 teams. We got a full JV team and a full varsity team. So
good. Good deal. Who's your coach at BA this year?
Scott Trump.
I'm sorry.
Scott Trump.
Scott Trump. Okay. All right. I don't know that I've met him. We'll have to bring him in here and get him in here so I can. Oh, hello, Coach Trump. How you doing? All right. You gonna talk bad about him now? If he had a chance to show up.
yeah.
So he didn't. So you two are captains, or all 3 of you are captains?
I'm not a captain. Our third captain is working right now in Janus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, God, we should have gotten her a little break here and brought her out. So, what positions do you play?
We're both guards, points. We kind of rotate back and forth.
Okay.
Me too. Riley
You're a
loves
guard
it.
too?
Yeah.
How many guards can you have on the floor at one time?
We're a pretty guard-heavy team. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Freeze.
Uh-oh, Ed Friesen just walked in. So, I guess he has to supervise this to make sure we don't see too much bad about Coach Trump. So, what do you think? Is your season getting off to the way you wanted it to, or?
It's a little bit of a rocky start, but I mean, we're looking to can only go up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, by the time postseason comes, that's when we want to be playing our best basketball. So,
And are you a fairly young team, or?
Well, we're very heavy seniors this year.
we have
Okay.
11 seniors.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow.
11, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any games coming up at home?
No,
we
next
have-
week is away.
Yep, and
Okay.
then I think a couple the week after that. We had our first 2 games were at home.
Okay.
Yep, our first away game was last night.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, tell me about the camaraderie on the team. You guys got a pretty close-knit team this year?
Yeah, we've grown up playing together for a lot of years, so I feel like we work together pretty well. We know each other's styles and how we play. So
And Brooklyn, you've been in other sports too,
Yeah.
haven't? What
Yeah.
else do you compete in?
cross country and track.
Cross country and track. All right. And you play any other sports?
Yeah, volleyball and softball.
Okay.
Me too, volleyball,
Well,
softball.
okay. Well, very well-rounded crew here. So all 3 sport stars, huh? Good. How about college for the 2 seniors here? Or what are you thinking for next year?
Looking into playing college softball. Don't really know where yet, but
College softball. Good. Have you narrowed it down at all? Or?
no, I got some options up in the cities, but
Okay. Cool.
still looking.
And how about you?
I've committed to Augustana University in South Dakota.
Sioux Falls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you'll like it there.
Yes, I'm very excited. And I'll be doing cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track.
Wow. Good for you. What, picked out a major yet, or?
No, not for sure, but probably biology or exercise science.
Okay.
Something like that.
Have you thought about what you're doing yet? Good. Don't push it. You know, you got plenty of time to change your mind 8 times. So
Yeah.
don't worry about that. No. What else do you have going for your basketball team here this year that I haven't asked you about?
I'd say with being a pretty senior heavy team, that comes with a lot of leadership.
Yeah.
So I feel like we don't lack leadership at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised at 11 seniors. So that's incredible.
Yeah. And we've all grown up playing together.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
somebody who's recently joined, so
Okay.
Well, yeah, like one, but
Yeah.
she played back in middle school.
Okay. So she-
we just
So-
still,
yeah. Mike, you got anything you wanna?
Any upcoming tournaments?
We actually don't have tournaments.
No.
We haven't done those since.
A lot of games.
Yeah, a lot of games.
So who are the prominent teams in your division?
Gopher conference wise, I'd say Janesville will be up there, Triton. I mean, Hayfield was pretty good. Waterville's pretty good.
Yeah.
Played any of
It's
those
solid.
teams yet?
We played Hayfield and Waterville.
Okay.
Hayfield was our first game, so that was a little rocky. We probably we play them again. We'll compete with them a little bit better next time. But Waterville's usually got a pretty well-rounded program. So
Okay. Good deal. Well, I thank you very much for coming in. Ed, you want to pop in here and talk a little bit? Talk ladies basketball, or what sport do you want to talk about?
Well, first of all, I'll just say, like I said, senior team, 11 seniors. But what's also kind of unique about those seniors is think just about all of them, maybe all of them, are 3-sport athletes. And so that's something that's a little bit of a rarity.
Yeah.
You know, especially as kids get older, be juniors, seniors, it tends to be a little bit more 2-sport or 1-sport, but to have that many girls being 3-sport athletes as seniors is really, really great.
Yeah, it's really gone in high school in the direction of specializing, hasn't it?
Well, yes. I mean, there is some of that. It's also, throw in jobs and other things too that kids have going on in their lives, that the amount of time and commitment it takes to be good at a sport, it gets hard to make all those commitments if you're trying to do it for 3 different sports.
Yeah. Yep. So. What's your role at BA this year?
Girls laugh because it's kind of like a little bit of everything right now. So this year, Chris Sauer and myself are interim co-heads of school. So that throws in a little bit of work. We were short math teachers, so I picked up some more math classes for teaching.
Are you still the AD, the athletic director?
I'm still the activities director. We did hire an assistant activities director, Grant Ackley, and so Grant's picking up more and more of those responsibilities. And then I'm still coaching basketball. So
I think you could fit in a little bit more, couldn't you?
I'm working on my custodial skills.
Yeah.
We are looking for an evening custodian. I'll put that plug out there.
Where do they apply, huh?
Yeah, but thankfully nobody's asked me to help in the kitchen. So.
Okay. Man's got to know his limitations, huh?
That's right. I'll be stopping over here in Janice and picking up a couple things for the weekend.
Yeah. No, I know you. You put your heart and soul into BA athletics, and just the whole school now.
Yep.
It's past the athletic part and into everything now. So it's great to hear that you're so involved.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm here to talk about the boys basketball team.
All right, let's talk about them.
Yeah, we had 2 games this week. We went down to St. Charles on Tuesday night, and we ended up losing that game 70-39. First game of the year, and the press that St. Charles used in the first half gave us some trouble. The second half was a much better half for us, and then last night we played United South Central, and it was a great ball game. Unfortunately, we came up on the losing end. We were down 3 with 20 seconds to go, and missed the shot, and they got the rebound. They made a layup at the buzzer to go up by 5. So,
okay.
But it was a good ball game. We saw improvement from Tuesday night to last night as far as handling pressure. There's still some game decisions and those kind of things that we need to keep, improving on and learning from. We're a relatively young team.
I was just going to ask that.
A lot of sophomores and juniors. So. We'll get better as the season goes on. I like our defensive effort. We forced a shot clock violation, right away, Tuesday night against St. Charles, and we extended a number of possessions last night on the defensive end. So pretty happy about that. We still have things to work on, though, defensively, like everybody, right? When you only play 2 games. So we're optimistic that we'll improve and get better, and hopefully be playing pretty well come February.
And that's the whole goal, just like with the young ladies here saying, hey, we don't want to be playing great now. We want to be playing great in about 2 months.
Right.
So it's the same thing in, every sport. Doesn't matter if it's wrestling, basketball, or what it is.
Yep.
You want to use the season as kind of a big giant practice session, and then get into the playoffs and then really show your stuff. Yeah,
I mean, there's always going to be ups and downs throughout the season, but the whole idea is that you're looking to improve each day and be playing your best at the end of the season. And sometimes you peak earlier than that, and sometimes you're still a work in progress. But
sometimes the peak doesn't come at all. Huh?
Yeah, that might be true too. But I think everybody can look at their seasons and point out, different stretches where, hey, we played really well here. Or, and sometimes it's just how the schedule works out and, how you match up with opponents where, here's a stretch where we match up with these teams and we can play pretty well. And then here's a stretch where we're playing against teams that we don't match up very well and we had struggles or whatever.
Yeah.
Or injury, illness, all those things come into play, especially in the winter.
Let's get the two young ladies back up here again. So, you being both multi-sport, 3-sport athletes and everything, I know you've been influenced by this guy over the years. So, what do you think of him? Is he doing all right?
He's all right.
Right, so they're lying.
She can say that she's a senior.
I haven't really known BA athletics without him. I mean,
really.
Ever since I've been watching him, he's always been there.
Yep.
So.
He is a fixture there, right?
Yeah.
Definitely a legend.
Yep. And I still think,
let's be careful of that.
I still think, the ice rink that we hope to be putting in downtown, the freezing ice rink. I mean, it just seems to flow, and
Well, I'll steal a line from John Galardi, the St. John's football coach. Please don't name anything after me until I'm dead.
No, I don't want the pressure, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. But no, you ladies have, like I said, been around coach freezing here, AD freezing, teacher freezing, everything, You've been around him for years, and it is going to be different when you go off to college next year, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Freezing lingering around the hallways.
That's okay.
I'm in the classroom and just listening to what the teachers are and then asleep.
Yeah. All right. How was he as a teacher?
We only had it for
for
one
for
class.
stats.
Yeah. These guys, they were my guinea pigs for the first year that I taught stats, so they probably don't have the best opinion of me as a teacher.
Learned some things.
Yeah.
But teaching is always a struggle. Right now I'm teaching 5 classes, and there's a couple class periods where at the end of the class period I say, okay, did exactly what we wanted to do today. If the class went well, and then have a couple other class periods where, okay, I am the worst math teacher in the world. This did not work, or whatever. So
note to self, huh?
Yeah, that's it's that, and I think that's how teachers all feel, right? You develop a lesson plan, and when it works and goes the way you want, all right. And then when you have a lesson plan and things don't work, you just you feel bad, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I fix today's failure?
Yeah.
Or the other day, I gave a test to a class, and the first two questions really should have been easy questions, but either I worded them wrong or whatever. But they ended up being like the hardest questions on the test for the kids. So there was something there from point A to point B that we didn't
connect.
Yeah, so you have those moments too.
Yeah. Well, Ed, I hope you can come back some more this year. I always enjoy talking to you, and you're, like I said, you're so well-rounded. We can talk about just about anything, any sport or anything about that. So please come back.
Well, we'll try to be here often, at least during the basketball season.
Good. I appreciate it. Bring a couple of players and young ladies. I hope you come back and hang out with us. And
Scott maybe next year.
Yeah, bring Scott. Yep.
I'd be very impressed if you get Scott here with you.
He's not in his contract, huh?
Well, I don't know how you.
Whatever. Enough
He likes
said.
to hear what we have to say.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes you're not regular media royal. Right?
No, I'm not.
So,
I am not.
You're just, sometimes you talk to, especially like newspaper media or whatever, where you talk, maybe you give like a 3-sentence answer, and your answer gets abbreviated in the article or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's not exactly what I meant or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, we don't write any quotes down here or anything like that, so we're not that sophisticated. And you are right. I'm not a regular reporter or media or anything. Yep. I'm not sure I'm regular at anything. So, but, all right. Well, thanks a lot. We're going to talk a little bit of Falcon basketball now, and I hope you'll all come back in this.
Yes,
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. All righty, sir. So a little Faribault Falcon basketball now.
Faribault Falcon basketball, yes.
Yeah, why don't you introduce yourself to the hundreds and thousands of people that are listening?
Wow. My name is Chad Kreager. I have been involved in Faribault basketball for probably about 10 years now. With I have a couple of boys and a daughter, so I'm a little bit well-rounded. And then I'm plugged in on both the boys and girls side, as well as the youth and high school levels. 10 years ago, I started getting involved in the youth program. That's kind of evolved. I headed up the youth program for 5 or 6 years. I'm kind of on the tail end of the youth side of things. I've handed off a lot of stuff, more of an advisory role now for the youth program in town here. And now I'm more into the high school stuff. So I'm currently responsible for our current Fast Break Club, it's called. It's really the high school boys booster club is really the way to think of it. But we call it the Fast Break Club. It's just a group of parents that really work to support the team, both players and coaches. So we do all the fundraising. We try to do the extra stuff as far as getting the boys their warm-up gear, their travel gear. We try to put on the theme nights as far as like parent night, youth night, those types of things. So just really trying to support the program overall.
Yeah.
So and enhance the experience for all the players and coaches.
Now, my fellow city councilman Chuck Teal, he went to your first game. I think it was Tuesday night, correct?
Monday was our first, but we had a game Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, so he went Monday night. Yeah, he went Monday night, and he said him and his wife had such a great time that they then went back again on Tuesday and watched the other game on Tuesday. And he really raves about this team, and especially about your son. So tell us a little bit about your son.
Yes, so my son, one of my sons, I had the lone senior last year, so he graduated, is now down in Winona State. But my middle boy is our 6'10" center. So he's 6'10", and he moves really well for being 6'10". So he's one of those guys that you kind of see him and you're like, wow, he can move and he looks fun to watch, and he's one of many that are fun to watch on this team. So
now you're a tall guy, but you're not 6'10".
Correct. I'm about 6'7", which is tall. And then I call my oldest boy normal tall. He's 6'4".
Normal tall.
Normal tall. That's 6'4".
And he's the one at Winona State.
At Winona State, yep. And then Ryan is 6'10". So he was about 6'9" last year, so he's gotten another inch or so in the past year. And he's still only 16 years old. Yeah. So
is he a junior or sophomore?
He is a junior. So last year, when he was 15, he played the whole season as a 15-year-old at 6'9". This year he'll be 16 all year as a junior at 6'10", and then he'll play his full senior year at 17 years old. So he's on the younger side of the age bracket as well.
How about your daughter? Where is she in the whole?
So my daughter is currently in middle school, 7th grade. So she's playing on the middle school girls team, and she is a 13-year-old and 5'9".
Okay.
Which, to me that's small.
How tall is your wife?
My wife is now the shortest one in the family at 5'8".
Okay. Which is still fairly tall for a lady.
Yeah, that's what she always says. I still say she's on the shorter side, but that's because I'm skewed. I have a skewed vision of the world here. So, but yes. So she's for a woman, she's definitely on the taller side. So.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, we're you see a picture of our family and it looks pretty normal, and then you put us next to another family and we look a little large. So, but
all right, you've got a couple of other standout players on the team this year.
Absolutely.
Chad Wolf's son, what's
Brewer Wolf?
Brewer Wolf.
So he's our other junior big man. He's about 6'7" as well, so he's about my size. So there are two big men are the two juniors, and then really all our guards are seniors this year. Okay. So Muhammad Madej, Rashid Ibrahim.
I hear those two. I hear great things about
Those two are
also.
phenomenal. They're really skilled, good
Great
kids, great players. Yep. We have a couple other guys in Brady Schultz and Nolan Vogelsberg that get a lot of rotation minutes, and then we're really trying to expand our depth this season with a few other guys. So.
Okay. Yeah, because I noticed in your first game against Cass in Manorville, Mohammed Madey, is it Mohammed Madey? Madey. Mohammed Madey, he was leading scorer with 21 points, and then Rashid Ibrahim and Ryan Kreager, 18 points apiece. So, so they were right up there, and then much the same in the second game where you beat Mankato West 78-57 with Rashid scoring 22 points and Mohammed scoring 18 points. So, I hear they're excellent shooters and just all around good players.
Yep. It's nice to be able to play seniors and juniors. We've been struggling with that for the last few years. I mean, really, Rashid and Madey have been starting since they were sophomores and playing varsity minutes since freshmen.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that this year we're more competitive just because we have actual seniors and juniors that can compete with seniors and juniors. So, because even last year with Ryan, he was 6'9" last year, but he was 15 years old battling seniors and 18-year-old players. So, every year it's going to get a little better. And Ryan's been through a really good program here in the last year for his AAU program.
Oh, okay.
He's playing with it's called D1 Minnesota. And they are on the Adidas shoe circuit.
Okay.
And so we went and we didn't play much in Minnesota. We did a lot of national tournaments. So you're playing against really the best players in the country, not just the state.
Yeah. My great niece, I've bragged about her for several times on this show, but my great niece plays for the University of Utah.
Awesome.
She's a sophomore this year.
Okay.
And I went on, I got a link, asked her mom, give me a link, because you can order jerseys and stuff. My great niece has an NIL.
That's awesome.
I'm like, what? Holy cow. Here's this young lady out of Rapid City, South Dakota, going to Utah, and she's got an NIL. I was kind of like, hey, I know her.
Yep.
So.
That's huge these days. NIL, transfer portal, there's still unsettled rules and regulations the NCAA is working on for college. So we're paying attention to all that with Ryan, but we're not quite there yet to where we're worried about anything or really, because things are going to change in 2 years by the time he gets to college. Everything's going to be a little different, so there's not a lot of point in paying too close of attention. You want to keep the pulse of things, but you got to keep it all in perspective as well.
Mike, did you ever play basketball?
Nope.
Nope,
not my sport.
I can play a mean game of horse.
There you go.
No.
At least back in my day, I could play a mean game of horse.
But you said you had a tough loss against Byron last night.
We did. So we started 2-0, and then we had a 2-point loss last night to Byron. The boys played hard. Anytime you go away, especially this season, we have a target on our back, and the boys played really hard, and we had a lot of things going against us last night, but we still had our chance, and we're going to be better for it.
So besides you and Byron, any other competitive teams at the top of the Big Nine?
So Big Nine, so Byron's a section opponent. I think Faribault and Byron were the two that folks had kind of hit the preseason to battle it out for the section. As far as the Big Nine goes, I think Mankato East is still kind of the reigning champs and reigning favorites. They have a lot of pieces back. They're going to be a very good team again this year. And then John Marshall, one of the Rochester teams, is going to be very good this year. And then you have all the other guys that are good every year. You have the Otanas and Northfields and all the Rochester schools are competitive every year. So, but from what I can tell, and I know Coach Hildebrandt was in here. We should be competitive with all those guys.
Yeah,
good.
Which
so it
is
should be
fantastic.
A fun season.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a great season. So I said, win or lose, it's going to be entertaining. So we'd love to have people come down and check out the games and And, you know, win or lose, it's going to be entertaining because they're fun to watch.
Yeah, and you're going to win far more than you lose. So I thank you very much for coming in. We got just about 30 seconds left here, so I got to get in my little plug for my company. But thank you for coming in. And
absolutely, thank you for having me.
I hope you come back. Come back every week if you want, and bring kids or whatever.
Yeah, we'll try to get the boys in there in the high school gym right now with the little Falcons. So training the next generation.
All right. Well,
thank you.
I've been Royal Ross with Trek Properties, located in beautiful downtown Faribault.
The Southern.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads, way fresher than detergent alone.